Good afternoon, nomads and nomads at heart. Today I am in the beautiful Palm Springs. It's technically winter here, which means that it's okay to do a roast. Tonight we're doing a pork roast with a fennel and coffee ground rub on the outside with apples, fennel, as a side of roasted beets and goat cheese. If you buy whole beets like we did, you want to clean them up by taking off the little rat tail and taking off all the greens. Make sure you save them because they are very tasty sauteed up, which is what we'll be doing later. No need to take off the skin when you roast it. The skin comes off a lot easier. So we're just going to cut it into smaller chunks to make it easier later and a little bit faster roasting time, because ain't nobody got time to wait for them beasts to roast. Okay. Season those beets with salt and pepper. Keep it nice and neutral because we're gonna add something special later. Tuck them in, get them nice and wonderful. Important step, don't forget to do this. Preheat your oven. I didn't do it. Yeah, 400. Here we have this beautiful pork roast. It's gonna be 3 of us, and I got a 2-pound roast. Be pretty good for all of us. Get it out of the packaging, rinse it if you need to, pat it dry, and trim off any of the gross fats or silver skin that you don't want on there. I always like to leave a little bit of fat, especially when I'm pan-searing and then roasting, because it gives beautiful, beautiful flavor. Then you'll take all your spices, grind them up, mix them up in a bowl, or if you totally forgot you don't have all the ingredients, you can go out and buy Trader Joe's barbecue rub. Delicious and sort of nutritious. Here we go. Sprinkle it on first. I like to do this over a plate for easier cleanup. Then you start literally rubbing the spices in. Pan is hot, just before smoking temperatures. Added the oil in. Okay. You want to make sure that you hear your meat sizzling. Once you sear one side, flip it. It will blacken slightly because there's sugar in the barbecue seasoning. If you don't add sugar to your blend, if you just did it yourself, this won't happen. Just roll with it as long as it doesn't look burnt black. There's like a specific point where it's good blackened versus nasty. Just keep an eye on it. You'll smell the difference too. This comes with just practice. And this is why we do roast in places with really nice hoods. If your stove at home is a lot like most stoves in apartment rentals, it's going to be a little crooked. So notice that the oil's pulling towards you guys. You can kind of rotate the pan if you need to so there's no hot spots, but stick that roast right into the oily bits. Okay, once we have all sides roasted, or seared, pull off that roast, add a little bit more oil, add in your sweet potatoes, your apples, and your fennel. In about 1 to 2 minutes, I'm going to add that roast right back on top. We'll leave the fat side down, and that one right there. And then I'm going to just pop this bad boy in the oven. Ooh, the oven's smoking. Hey, don't burn yourself. This is only a 2-pound roast, so it's probably gonna take 25 to 35 minutes. We'll check on it in a while. Work's done. Oh, look at that view. It's kind of scooching everywhere. Okay, you always want to make sure that your pork is cooked. So grab a kitchen thermometer and pop that bad boy parallel to the grain, right towards the center. Oh, upside down. And 140, hit our mark there, and it's just hovering above 140, which means that with carryover cooking, it'll be perfect. Now we want to let that rest for at least 10 to 15 minutes while we wait and prep the beet salad. So if you're impatient and just really want to pull the skins off the beets, it's pretty easy to just scrape off the skin of cooked beets using apparatuses such as your knife and a fork. You can also wait until they're slightly more cool and then take a paper towel and just rub the skin off, because it comes off super duper easy. What you're gonna do is peel off the skin of the beets and cut them into bite-sized pieces. Throw them into a bowl to let cool. We got some beet action, the action beets. To complete this beet salad, we're gonna add some chèvre, beautiful goat cheese, all up in that business. Crumble it a little bit. Uh-oh, we're doing this backwards. Should have put the arugula in first. And then we're gonna mix it all up, and then your cheese is gonna get it all colorful. So I'll mix up that arugula in with the beets. We're gonna drizzle a little bit of garlic, olive oil that we roasted garlics in. Put a lemon peel in there too. Drizzle a little bit in there. We already roasted the beets with a lot of deliciousness too. Toss that up. We're gonna get crazy. Tahini now comes in habanero flavor. We're gonna get spicy. Let's do this. Mix it on up. See how the cheese that we already put in is all red? We don't want that. That's why we're going to hide those. Hide them deep down in there. Because, you know, presentation is everything. Deep down, deep down. And then you can crumble up the rest of the cheese with your beet colored fork. And it looks like it's just fresh on top. And when you serve it, it doesn't matter, because all the cheese, and all the beets, and all the arugula, and all that sexy tahini is going to go in together. Now, one thing that would be really good with this salad would also be pistachios, or walnuts, or pecans. We don't have any of that today, so we're just going to stick with the basic arugula, goat cheese, and beet. Okay, it's pork cutting time. You can do this however you want. You should always go perpendicular with the grain, being that a roast has meat muscles that go along the length of the piece. So you always want to cut perpendicular so that it's not as fibrous to eat. It goes for beef as well. For this one, I think I'm going to do just some nice chops down the center, but you can also do on a bias, basically whatever you want. And you have your delicious meal. Clean up the plate a little bit. And then you too can enjoy the tastiness of a pork roast.